Hello friends, today in this video we are learning about the MS Access 2010, that is the Microsoft Access 2010. So now we are start to this video. In this video we also learn the concept of the database and the front end and back end applications data concept also. So let's start to this video. Database. First we learn the concept of database. The database mix from the two words, that is the data and the base. The first, data. Data means the information. Information means the any type of information we can use, such as the name, addresses, contact information, etc. That contains the data types, that is the numbers, alphabets or characters and special characters, etc. So in short, the data means the information which contains the data type. Then base. Base means the storage, where we store our data in the computer, in the folder where we are used to store our data, that called the base for the data. Next, the last, what is the database? In both the data and base, we combine that and mix the database concept, that is the database means the collection of data we store in the computer. Then the front end and back end concept. In that, the front end and back end concepts are used to make the web pages, softwares, etc. In our day-to-day life, we can use the websites, apps on our Android phones, softwares in hospitals, schools, colleges, companies. That all made using the front end and back end applications. So generally, backend applications store the information and prepare final output, while front-end displays output to the user. See here in the diagram, you can see that the database is the backend applications and the front-end is the our application, that is the our desktop is there, and the end user means end user only sees the desktop on the front end application that we see on the desktop, and the backend applications work there, but we can't see the backend applications. Front end, we design our text with the help of front-end applications. We can use so many types of front-end applications such as the C, C++, Java, HTML, then advanced Java is there, then .NET is there, etc. So many are applications are there. We can learn the few are there afterwards. The backend, we use backend application to store and process the data. Generally, the users cannot see and interact with the backend. As I say in the diagram, we can't see the backend application, that is the end user means we are only. We are not see the backend application. Like a front end application, we use many type of backend application also, such as the MS Access, Oracle, SQL, etc. We suppose we visit one of the shopping website, then we see all the products, their prices, details of that products. Then we make design of our website using the front end application, and the data or text of the website using the back end application. Whatever products are any data we can see on our screen, that called the front end. If we buy any product, the details of that product and procedure of the shipping called the backend. We can't change anything from the details or shipping procedure of the shipping, that call it means that is the backend application work. Uses of database, so many uses are there of the database. The some few uses we learn here. The first, store large amount of data in a centralized location. We can store the large amount of data in the database Second, manage data quickly and easily using queries and wizard. We can use the elements of database that we learn that later in this video only, that we use to manage the data in the database. Then eliminate the need of storing repetitive information. Database eliminates the repetitive data from the database. Means that database found any same data, then it delete it without inform us, without confirming from us. Suppose if we enter the one student information two times, then database validate it and delete it automatically. It don't confirm it from us to how to delete it and why we are have to delete it or not. Then collect data from different database elements such as the tables to provide results. Compare the data from the different elements of database and then provide final result to the user. Last, validate the data being stored. Whichever data is entered and stored in the database elements that validate by database. Now we start to learn about the elements of database. So there are the five main elements are there in the MS Access database that we learn first. First, the table. Second, forms. Third, reports. Fourth, relationships. Fifth, queries. The first one, table. Tables are used to store data in a particular layout. We can store the so many data with the using the table only. We can use the other elements also, but mainly we can use the table only to store our data in the database. Forms. The second element is forms. We can use the forms to enter the data in the computer digitally. Instead of entering data on the paper forms, we use digital forms to enter the information. This data automatically saved to the table which is already created in the MS Access by you. It means first of all we have to create the table. In that the we can't able to use the column wise. If we can't able to use it column wise, that time we use the form section and form element for enter the our data in the database. Reports. We can use reports to print data which is already created with the help of elements of database, that is the tables or forms. Means suppose we can enter, we can having the data using the tables or forms, we are having it and we have to print it and we have to we want the hard copy. That time we can use the reports element. Relationships. We can create the relationship between the two tables using the relationship element. Suppose we want the make the two tables, that is the students personal information table and the students that is the details, that is the record. Suppose we want to merge that two tables in the one table, that time we can use the relationship icon, relationship element. Queries. We can use queries to create the table. We can also add records from one table to the another table. We also merge the two tables. See here, in my one table, I enter the name, addresses of that particular student. In one other, and in the others table enter the contact number or the personal information here of the same student. Then I merge the both the tables using queries. Because of that I can see the all information of the that particular one student in the one table only. Whenever we can't use the two tables for the simultaneous option, means the particular student data we can't use the open the both the tables, only we can open the one table and take it use the see the both the tables information in the one table only. I hope this video is very helpful for you. If you like this video, if you love this video, like this video, understood this video, then just hit the like button, subscribe the channel and share the video. Thank you.